Hi there, my name is Adele. I'm the founder of Naked.Recovery and Naked Divorce, and I wanted to address a question that we actually received on our Naked Divorce website. And what the person wanted to know was, is it possible to lose your memory after a traumatic breakup or an emotional divorce? Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, that's something that is completely outside of your control. So just a little bit of kind of the biology of psychology, sort of trauma 101. Basically what happens is when you are going through a traumatic event, it triggers the amygdala in your brain. So amygdala is your fight or flight mechanism within your brain. It is there to help you get out of danger. So when you are experiencing a huge surge or shock, it's the same part of the brain that was reactivated when we were in caveman times, we were getting away from the lion or running away from some sort of danger. It's the same mechanism, and that mechanism continues, and it gets activated the minute we are in a shock experience. So if you're going through a really emotionally draining, shocking, awful experience like that, first thing, your amygdala will be activated. It then basically complicated through the HPA axis, pituitary, and a lot of parts of the brain. Ultimately, it tells the adrenal glands to release adrenaline, noradrenaline, and the minute that happens, it also releases cortisol. Cortisol is your stress hormone, okay? It has a very important function in the body. It controls blood pressure and other kind of functions. But in excess, it actually is not a good thing for the body. So if you have too much stress, too much cortisol running around your body, it can actually wreak a little bit of havoc. So if you have too much cortisol and you're not actually getting enough exercise to rid yourself of all that excess adrenaline and cortisol, the cortisol rushes into the brain and it actually shuts down some of the working receptors of the hippocampus. And the hippocampus is the part of the brain that helps you form and store memory, see things clearly, concentrate, think strategically, like really be organized. It's the nice, calm secretary of the brain. It doesn't work very well when we're traumatized. So yes, you will literally forget things. You will literally feel fuzzy. You won't actually be firing on all cylinders. Your ability to actually form and make memory will be completely impaired if you're going through a really strong emotional breakup or trauma. So it's just worth thinking about that. It's worth it to do whatever you can to get rid of all that excess cortisol within your body. So a healthy kind of exercise program is needed to sort of regularly get rid of all that excess adrenaline and cortisol. But also nutrition and diet makes a massive difference. So a couple of things. Cortisol loves sugar. So sugar is your number one thing you want to cut out. Next thing is alcohol. So what we all do when we have a terrible breakup, we go and eat lots of ice cream and drink lots of wine. Yeah, it's like the worst thing you can do because it actually feeds all the cortisol and makes it way worse. So very important to kind of watch your intake of sugar, of alcohol, caffeine, any kind of stimulants, white unprocessed sugars, refined sugars, wheats, that kind of thing. So you want to go on a kind of cortisol elimination program. And we have a trauma diet on our website. We also have a stress fatigue diet. So both ultimately help you rid yourself of cortisol, and it helps you kind of regulate some of the hormonal stuff that is going on with your body. And that puts you in a better position to kind of get your hippocampus back online so that you can think straight. So definitely what I see a lot in my experience of people that go through a very emotional trauma, they think that by getting through the divorce legal process as fast as humanly possible, that's somehow going to make them feel better. And they're doing that whilst they're full of cortisol and not thinking straight. That's why people end up in really bad situations where they've made really bad decisions and they're not happy with the outcome of their divorce or their financial settlement or whatever, it's because you're not you when you're traumatized. You're not actually thinking at your best. So my advice, slow everything down, go on a cortisol elimination diet and program as soon as possible, get some healthy exercise, increase your water intake so that you can flush all these toxins out of your system, and slow everything down so that you can process what has happened, so that you can think straight and you can get the best kind of outcome in your program. So hopefully that's helpful. If you have any other questions, please contact us on the website and let us know. Okay, thanks.